Jet receiving, mate. So good morning, guys. Welcome to the stream. It is Sunday morning. We are just about to start our first game. Players are just getting briefed on the start of the day, basically. They've just finished their safety briefing and they're all ready to go. We've got 7 in this morning, and then we will have some more players joining us this afternoon, taking us up to a full house, I believe. We're starting off the morning with a team deathmatch as well, like we usually do. This will help the players warm up and get used to the layout. I don't think these guys have played in our arena yet, so they're all new to our new layout. They've definitely played here before, but not in the new layout anyway. This is all new to them. Morning, how are you doing? Are you still sore from the other day? You might hear me dip in and out today from the commentary. I may have to jump in and help with customers when it comes to it, so the commentary might not be as as wordy as it usually is. I couldn't think of the word there. 2 CQP games in 1 week. Yeah, that'd be too much for me, to be honest. I struggle with 1 a month at the moment, to be honest with you. If you're just joining us, we're just waiting on our players to get started. They're just in the safe zone, safe zone, ready to go. And they're just being briefed about the arena. Once again, we have the lovely Dan marshalling today. Sorry about my phone there. So he'll be our marshal for today. He'll be looking after our players. So here's our players in the arena. They're just having a first little look around. This is the first time all of these guys have been in there, apart from for Chrono, obviously, but we don't let them venture off too far when they're doing that. We're just waiting on one player to just finish loading his mags up. Bit of a slow start, it seems, today. Everyone's a little tired, I think. I know I am. Hopefully these first couple rounds wake the players up a little bit. I'm sure they'll wake up soon after getting shot a couple times. So the marshal was just explaining about our respawn buttons there. As you can see, he's pointing at that little button. Those two buttons in the spawns, each team has one. They'll need to press that, and it will count the respawns for that team. So the more they press that button, obviously, the more it's going to show that they're respawning, which is what we want. It allows us to determine who wins the game, which is nice and easy. It does come into play later on as well, so it's not only active for Team Deathmatch, we use it in all of our games for extra sort of point deduction, if that makes any sense. So on this one it will just count the spawns, but later on it will affect their scores through the different games they play, but I will explain that when we get to those games. Still waiting on one player to get his mags. I don't know what's taking him so long there. One of the mistakes that I've already spotted from a couple of these players is that they have their hoods up and full face masks. Usually we find if you do that, you are going to fog up. Don't do it. It's not worth it. You're just going to whinge for the rest of the day that you can't see. The whole idea is to have airflow through your mask. If you restrict the airflow with your hood, then you're not going to have any airflow and you will fog up. So it looks like some of the players have got impatient of waiting for this last player, and they are just started shooting each other anyway. But he's just entered the arena right now, so we'll just get him into his spawn, and then it should be good to go. Okay, so that is game on. And no one's moved. Come on, guys. And there's the player that was having issues in the safe zone. He's still in his spawn. Obviously didn't check his gear over, I think, when before he came. Something I always recommend doing is checking your gear the night before. You wish you were playing today. Oh, well, you should have booked in. In the future, if you do want to book in though, you can book in at 308sniper.simplybook.it. So I'll put that there in the chat for you. Looks like we've got off to a start on the... What colour are they? It looks like the green team are actually playing, whereas the reds, which have blue armbands just to confuse you, they all seem to be in their spawn, so I don't know what's going on here. And you see the player there just touched the little button as he respawned. Like I explained earlier, that is our spawn counting system. That basically just tallies the amount of times the players have respawned on that team, which obviously then determines who wins the game. Yeah, it seems so. I think he's fairly new. He was having issues to start with. That's who we were waiting on, and he's got in the game and his gun's not working immediately, and it looks like he's taking it apart. So I always strongly recommend check over your gear before you start playing, or you'll be stuck in the situation that this player is here. So not good. One player flapping his arms in the air there. Got this guy in front of Dan right now, sporting the tactical pink beanie. There he goes. I thank you for liking the stream there, Chris. I think we've got you booked in this afternoon actually, so hopefully we'll see you then. Here's Dan walking across the arena. Gonna find out what's going on with the player in the spawn, I think. Yep, there we go. Oh dear. Switch back to all the cameras. Yes, yeah, we'll see you after lunch, mate. Not even sure. I think it looked like a Scorpion Evo that he was having issues with there. Usually they're quite a good gun, so I don't know what the issue is with that. Maybe he just hadn't plugged his battery in. The Reds do appear to be spending more time in their spawn than in the arena at the moment, whereas the Greens are out there. There he is with the tactical beanie. I think that's Noah, that is. Bit hard to miss in the pink hat and the purple jumper. I can't imagine he'll be wearing that jumper very long up there. It's quite warm today. I have a feeling the greens are probably going to be the winners of this one. Might not be though, because I mean the red players haven't even really been out there that long. They've been mooching about in their spawn for a little while. They might not even been respawning there. If you're just joining us here, this is Team Deathmatch. Pretty simple. The team with the least amount of respawns at the end is the winning team. We calculate the respawns by the players pressing a little button in their spawn. So you'll see that little white light on those bottom two cameras there. They'll need to press that button as they respawn, and it will just tally their respawn. Not too long of this game left. I think we're just coming up to 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left of this one. Some green players respawning there. The reds, you'll notice me call them reds. They are wearing blue armbands, but they are the red team. That is just down to the target colours. They are red or green. Yeah, I think that too. Has anyone else got any predictions of who they think is going to win this one? I have a feeling it will be the green team will be the winners. We'll see how it goes though. Like I said earlier as well, in case you weren't here, I might dip in and out of the commentary today. I might have to occasionally help out in the shop, so bear with us on that. We're just coming up to the last 30 seconds of the game here. 15 seconds now. Pretty sure the Greens have got this first game. But these 2 games are just warm-up games anyway. Helps players sort of figure out the layout of the arena and I guess figure out what problems they have with their guns. There we go, that's game over there. Let's check with Dan to see who's won that one. Okay, so it actually turns out the red team won. Not by much, only by 2 respawns. It was probably due to the fact that they weren't actually in the arena, they were in their spawn. But they had 23 and the Greens had 25. Good morning if you're just joining us there. Wargoni is not playing, no. He said morning, I think, earlier. But no, he's not playing today. So we've just got a short break here, guys. Not long until the next game, so just bear with us on that. It'll be another round of team deathmatch. So yeah, just a couple minutes and we'll be back. not too long now until the next game. Players are mostly ready. I can see a lot of them looking at the stream screen there. You can probably hear me. If you can hear me, players, hurry up. So it's the guys playing today. It's a group of old regulars that we used to have in our old layout. I think a lot of them are relatives and stuff like that as well. So we've got like a guy called Jamie, Noah, Luke. I think there's a guy called Josh. I can't remember all of their names exactly, but yeah, we've got a group of old regulars. I think there's a couple new players with them though, so hopefully they're enjoying the new layout. We'll find out from them later on. I'll ask them their feedback and stuff. So, and if you guys have got any feedback as well, let us know. We're always looking to change things and sort of adhere to our customers. We want to please them. So yeah, just let us know if there's any changes you think would make the arena better, or the stream better even. How's your guys? How's your weekend been then, guys? I know a lot of people have been off this weekend and enjoying themselves. What have you guys been up to? Have you been playing Airsoft, or have you been stuck indoors, or have you been at work like me? Let us know. Oh dear. So the little voice in my ears just informed me that we are 1 minute out from the next game. Players are just starting to enter the arena now. Most of them have got their masks on. We'll see how quick they are. For those of you that are stuck at work, Hopefully we can offer you some entertainment. Don't get caught watching the stream though. I had a few drinks last night as well, so I'm not feeling particularly great at the moment. So all of our players are just in the arena now. Let's just switch over to them so you can see. Dan is just about to start the game. And here we go, game on. And here now you can see out of the lovely eyes of Dan. Dan our marshal there, and immediately see Noah with his bright purple jumper right in front of him. I have a feeling we do have some fairly new players in here, as obviously you can see the bright orange Evo, I think it is there. Good choice of gun for a first gun though. Not too sure I would have two-toned one, but yeah. So this is a team deathmatch. You will see the players will press the button just like that green player did just there in that bottom spawn camera there. When they press that, it counts their spawns. So that's pretty much the aim of the game, is to not respawn as much as the other team. So the team to respawn the least is the winning team. I've got a couple two-tones in there actually today. There's a green, looks like a Mac 10 or something. I think it's a M11, the Mac 11, little one. Interesting choice of guns. There's an MP5 in there as well. Oh, some good guns in there today. Changed it up from just seeing loads of M4s and AKs. A little ARP9 as well. And then we got a guy there just rocking a pistol, which is my preferred CQB sort of thing as well. Pistol or my MP9. Or my PP2K. PP2K is a great gun, but it's built for range, which is strange, because it's an SMG. So far it's looking like a sort of a replay of last game really. We've got more reds in their spawn than we do greens, but that actually won them the game last time, so that's a tactic, I guess. You don't leave the spawn, you're not going to get shot. Not many of the greens actually getting shot though, by the looks of it. There's only been a few times I've noticed in respawn. Oh, he's got an SSG there as well. Controversial guns, supposedly anyway. Nothing wrong with them. They're pretty much the exact same as an ARP9. They just look slightly different. and take M4 mag. Let's have a look, see where Dan is currently. Looks like he's just walking down one of the side corridors in the arena, having a wave. Just slightly readjust this camera on this screen, but I'll sort that out. And here's Noah in his big purple jumper, his nice hat. Still, it's an interesting choice, especially at the moment. It's not really like woolly hat weather, is it? Switch back to the all cams here. Yeah, the GoPro is really cool. I'm so glad that it works the way we want it to as well. So we basically have a little GoPro on Dan's head, as you can probably imagine. So you can see through the eyes of Dan effectively. It's really cool, and I'm so glad that it works with our stream as well. And it's like, it's not actually, it used to be really out of sync, but it seems that we've strengthened our network now, and it seems to be so much better. Is that someone lying on the floor there? No, he's just quite low. Seen a couple people taking using that strategy of lying on the floor. There was some people a couple nights ago that did that. I think it was Friday night, lying on the floor, and he actually lost one of his mags because he did that. But we found it for him, and he's got that now. Yeah. Oh, you fell over. I see. Yeah, I thought it was you. I didn't want to get that wrong, but I see you weren't just tactically lying on the floor. We'll pretend you were. Could have got away with that. I thought it was a legit tactic, but you've outed yourself now. Go back to Dan's cam here, see what he's doing. Having a wave. Trying to find some players by the looks of it. How was it? Did you get the kill though? I'm just waving at the targets there. So I just got gone past the 2-minute mark here in this game. I'm kind of unsure on who's going to win this one. It looks like the Reds have definitely been sort of moving around a lot more than they were first round. Less gun issues now. Still was a little bit of hanging around in the spawn. Oh, he took a sympathy knife fill. Was it even worth falling over then? I guess maybe it was. You got the kill technically, but oh dear. Yeah, the Reds do seem to like hanging around in their spawn a lot more than the Greens do. The Greens are in and out, which is good. Is what you want to do. You want to keep moving in here. Like there's a lot of slow sort of moving around corners in this arena. It's not really designed that way. There's always like a couple places you can get shot from. We're under a minute now. Not too sure on who's going to win still. Who do you guys think is going to win? Is it the Reds or the Greens? So it looks like that was game over there. I got a bit carried away, didn't notice the time. So as you'll see when the game ends, our targets flash orange. So we'll see from Dan what the scores are. Just go to our break screen. Give me a couple moments and I'll find out what the scores are. So it was another close one. This time it was a win for the Greens. The Greens got, they only had 20 respawns, whereas the Reds had 26. So, I mean, these guys are obviously quite evenly matched. I think they are all a big group of friends as well, so it's probably some quite friendly to play. Alright, I'm just watching them all, looking at the screen there. So we'll be back after another short break with another game. I believe they're going to be playing two-shooter flip, which is a game that involves our targets. As we get closer to that, I'll explain how it all works. But it will, we will be using the targets and the little spawn counters in this game. So bear with us a few minutes and we'll be back with another one. So the voice in my ears just told me they're going to be about 5 minutes to the next game, just for a bit of a breather and some not so fresh air from some smokers and stuff like that. So we'll be back shortly. Just bear with us.
Don't come round and waste my time. A generation of my time. There is nothing we can do. Stop this plague from breaking through. Don't come round and waste my time. A generation of my kind. There is nothing we can do to stop this plague from breaking through.
So if you're just joining us, we're just on a short break. The next game the players will be playing is two-shooter flip. This game will involve our targets, so I'll explain that in a little bit. It will also include our little spawn counters and stuff like that, so again I'll explain it all in a few moments once the players are closer to starting the game. Let us know what you've thought, what you think of the stream so far, or what you think of our new arena layout and stuff like that. Let us know. Any suggestions are welcomed. We're always looking for good feedback and things like that, or negative feedback. If you have any suggestions on how to change things up, let us know. So, like I said earlier, we've got they're just on a short break. Dan said 5 minutes a few minutes ago, so we should just be like a couple minutes out of the next game. Not too long now. Sorry if I didn't respond immediately. I had to run into the shop. If I don't immediately respond to your comments there, just hang around for a little while. I'll try and pop in and out of the room when I can. I've just got to jump on to help in the shop occasionally today, so just bear with us on that. Bit of a snatch reference there, yeah. So, Dan just told me ETA is about 1 minute. Some of the players are already in the arena. Some of them are just getting their masks and stuff on. So let's get the cameras switched over so you can kind of see what's going on. So this round is 2-shooter flip. If you haven't seen us play 2-shooter flip before, it basically is it's kind of like a domination style kind of game. So you need to each team will need to hold as many targets their color for the longer period. So say you're on the red team, you need to turn a target's color to red and keep it red for as long as you can. The longer you keep the targets that color, the more points you get. The little Joker faces. So yeah, the spawn points, the respawn buttons will also be in use in this game. The more one team will respawn, the more points that they will lose at the end of the game. So the more you respawn, it will affect your score negatively, basically, at the end. The aim of the game is just to capture as many targets as you can, turn them your colour, and hold them that colour for as long as you can. And don't get shot. Game's just about to start here. So, looks like so far the greens are ahead. They don't have all of the targets active yet though, so there's still 6 targets up for grabs that no one has grabbed, which is quite almost 2 minutes into the game now, so it's quite a interesting thing. They're obviously not moving around as much as we'd like them to. I think now I can see some of the players venturing it into the sides of the arena, and yeah, more targets are being shot out. Let's have a look through Dan's eyes, see what he's up to then. So he seems to be stalking some of the players here. There's Noah and his nice tactical beanie. As you can see from Dan's thing, you can really get a perspective of how sort of tight our barricades are to cover. There's each other even. There's a lot of corners and a lot of nice little angles you can get. The idea of the layout was to make sure that you can actually get engaged from multiple places, basically wherever you are. So you can't just sort of sit there and camp and hold one spot. There's always going to be like 2 other places you can get shot from. It also helps the spawns as well. So there's actually 3 exits to the spawn, so players won't get trapped there. Switch over to all our cameras here so you can see the whole thing. And if you are just joining us, we're playing a 2-shooter flip. So essentially the players need to flip all the targets to their colour. So the more targets they hold on their colour, the more points they'll score. But if they respawn loads, the more points they'll lose from that. So they don't want to be spawning loads and loads, because as you see that green player there, just press that button in the spawn. That will tally his spawn. And at the end of the game, that will deduct points from his team. So you don't want to be getting shot so much. Some of the players seem to have woken up a little bit more. They've got some actual running there, I just saw. Thank you for liking the stream there, Aaron. I hope you're having a good morning. And hope you're enjoying our stream. I would hope you are, as you just liked it. So, if you're just joining us as well, so we're just playing a 2-shooter flip. It's like a control of the targets kind of thing. So the more targets controlled by one team, the more points they'll get. I don't think I still think there's 2 targets nobody's actually taken. Looks like, yeah, it looks that way. Yeah, so there's still 2 targets that haven't been shot yet in the arena. Maybe 1 now. Yeah, just 1 target now. 1 target's still not been claimed, which can make all the difference, to be fair. If you've got one that you've held for the entire game, that's going to be constantly racking points up for your team. So you want to hold as many as you can, really. So it seems pretty even now, although the greens do seem to be holding just 1 or 2 ahead. There's still one target that nobody has shot. I don't know where that is. It's probably down one of the sides. There's 2 corner targets that I think are overlooked quite a lot. You might have to have a think about the location of them or make them a bit more obvious or something like that. But this is the first time no one's claimed a target for majority of the game yet, so we'll see. Greens seem to be having a bit of a mother's meeting there in the spawn. Not quite sure what they're doing. And there's the target there. You might have just seen that on the Marshall camera. It is one of the ones I was talking about. No one has claimed it as of yet, so I don't know why they haven't. And the Marshall was looking straight at it, so there's clearly players near there. Just haven't noticed it, I guess. I have a feeling the greens have definitely got this game. We'll see what happens in these last 2 minutes. It seems a little more active. Targets are flipping backwards and forwards, and the Reds have had for a second there actually taken the lead, but they have again now. Don't think it's enough for them to get the points they need to win though. The Greens have held majority for the longer time. It might be very close, but and I mean the Greens could take it back on respawns. To be fair, I mean sorry, the Reds could take it back on respawns. They've respawned less than the Greens have. They might win, but we will see. The last 30 seconds here. My money's on the Greens, but I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Got 10 seconds to decide. So I was actually wrong. So it looks like the Greens definitely held more points, but the Reds got it back on respawns. I'll double check that with Dan. But we'll see. I'm eating my words. I seem to be wrong at every prediction here. I'm not very good at predicting these scores, but we'll see. See what happens. I'll just catch up with Dan, but I'll switch to our break screen now. Thank you, mate. Just realised that I've been talking with the microphone off the entire time there. So the green team actually respawned a lot less than the reds did there. They respawned 16 times, which is actually really good for 10 minutes. The reds had 23 respawns, but it looks like they just held more points than the reds did. So than the greens did even. So maybe the greens were good at flipping targets but not holding them. We'll see what the next round is like in a few minutes time. Players are just having a quick reload, a little bit of a chance to catch their breath, and we'll be back. If you're just joining us now, players just on a short break. We'll be back with another round of two-shooter flip shortly, so just bear with us there. You didn't see the last round. Two-shooter flip is a game where the targets will need to be converted to the team's colour. So if you're on the red team, you want to convert the targets to your colour, to red, obviously. The more targets you hold, the more points you get. The longer you hold them for, the more points you get, kind of thing. So the more you want to dominate the arena, you want to take as many targets as you can there. The players will also, their score will also be affected by our respawn counters. In the respawns, they'll have to press a little button that counts their spawns. Their score at the end will be affected by the amount of respawns they had. So if they respawn loads of times, it will negatively affect their score. So bear with us on this this little short break we're on, and we'll be back soon. got quite a good day of streaming today. So this morning we've got 7 players, and then we've got 4 more players joining us in the afternoon. So we'll be streaming all day with an hour intermission at lunchtime. So we'll restart the stream after lunch basically, which will be 1 o'clock, I think. So 1 o'clock break, and then we'll be back just after 2, and streaming till 6. So, and you might even catch Chris might be on the mic with me later on to commentate. We will see. Not too long now. Some of the players are just getting ready to go back in. Just bear with us a few minutes for another round of 2-shooter flip. I will explain the game as we get sooner to the time. As we get closer to the time even. So yeah, just bear with us a couple minutes and we'll be back in. So we're back. This game is 2-shooter flip. Players are literally just getting ready in their spawns currently. In this game, the objective is to control as many targets as you can and turn them your colour for as long as you can. The respawns do affect the score at the end as well, so the more your team respawns, the more points you'll be deducted at the end of the game. And it sounds like we're just about to start now. Here we go. I thought there was a shotgun there, but then no, it's one of those SSGs with some bright colours on it. Let's had a bit of a delayed sound there for some reason. Not sure what that's all about. Lots more movement this time. It looks like we've had a bit of a team switch up. So some of the players have moved over to the red team, some of them have moved over to the greens, which is good. It's always good that the guys want to actively keep the teams even. This is a big group of friends anyway, this booking, so they're all good mates. So it's all about having fun. They have actually activated all of the targets this time instead of just 19 of them. Which they did last game for some reason. They didn't like the target in the corner, they decided not to shoot it. So all of them are actually in play currently. The targets are activated by the players shooting them, so if they don't shoot them, they won't be active in the game. A bright orange MP5 there by the looks of it. We might lose the GoPro camera, the Marshall cam here in this game. It's on low battery, so we will see. Overall, I think it's been fairly even so far. We've had we had a red win, then we had a green win, and then we had a red win again. So we'll see. This is kind of like if it goes one way or the other this game, but they have changed the teams up a little bit. Switched a few players around. Looks like the greens are winning this game so far. I thought the greens would have had the last game, to be fair, but it looks like the reds actually held more targets for a longer period. I think the greens were good at nabbing targets and changing them to their colour, but they didn't hold them for very long. So it looked to me as if they had more targets, but they just weren't holding on to those targets that they were changing. They actually had less respawns than the reds too, which goes to show that You really do need to defend those targets once you've captured them. Don't just run off. Sorry about that, the phone rang, I had to run to the phone. So how are we looking? It still looks to me as if the greens are holding more. But we'll see. See how it fares at the end of the game. Lots of the red players hanging around in their spawn still. Still haven't quite grasped the hanging about in the spawn concept. Is not doing their team any good. So I've got someone with... It looks like he's got a tracer, but no tracer BBs. Interesting. The camera in the middle on the left side there. That is 2 minutes remaining on this game. Well, under 2 minutes now. I'm still convinced the greens have got it, but we'll see. And there we go. I just lost my GoPro. So hopefully we'll get that up and running, battery change and stuff next game. So unfortunately, but for the last 2 minutes of this game, you won't be able to see out Dan's eyes, unfortunately. We've got some other cameras that we're adding soon as well. One of the really cool ones we've got is it's right next to me here actually. It's one of those Insta360 cameras. So it's got like the whole 360 degree lens, which is really cool. I have no idea how it works. It's mental, crazy technology. But we're gonna be that's gonna be on like a little zip line going across the top of our arena, so you get a nice bird's eye view. Just looking at what's going on there on that bottom left camera. A lot of the players still just in their spawn area, not really moving out. They need to push. If they go through the left side, they'll do a lot better, I think. He seems to be focused on trying to get out that right side there. And they've allowed the greens to push right into their spawn. Something I just noticed there is a few players haven't pressed the spawn button on the red team while they respawn there. They really need to press that button. But it's the game over. We will see how they did. So I'll switch to our break camera in just a moment, and then I'll find out the score from Dan and let you guys know. So the green team win overall on that. They won on reveal time and the spawns as well. So the greens had 30 respawns and they held the targets, most of the targets for the longer time. And the reds had 38 respawns and didn't manage to hold quite as many targets as the greens did. We'll be back after a short break with a different game. Bear with us a few minutes and we'll let you know how what we're playing next. not too much longer till the next game. Players are just having a bit of a breather. Bear with us and I'll find out what game we're playing next. I have a feeling it'll either be an attack or defend or a domination. So bear with us there. Okay, and just as I said that, Dan just confirmed we are doing an attack and defend for the next game. So this is my favourite one that we play. It's a nice fast-paced game. Well, it can be fast-paced, depends on the team. But the idea is to capture all the targets, well, take out all the targets in the arena in the fastest time. So whichever team does it in the fastest time is the winner. But one team that attacks, which are the ones taking out the targets, and then one team that defends, they want to stop them from taking out the targets. The defenders, I believe, have 2 respawns each, and then it's just about taking out them, really. The faster you take those guys out, the faster you can get the targets down. I'll find out who's attacking first when we get closer to the game, but a couple more minutes and we should be back. The average time is usually like a couple minutes. I think the fastest we've had on stream so far is 55 seconds. We need to write down all the fast times and stuff like that. It's all sort of just in our heads at the moment, but we do need to keep a proper scoreboard of it. It'll be quite a good thing to do, I think. We could put a little leaderboard up on the stream or something like that. That would be good. But yeah, the fastest time was 55 seconds. We had a 58 seconds the other day, so that was pretty quick as well. And then we had one that was like 7 minutes or something, so it's a whole wide spectrum. It depends on the players. So if you're proper on it and you work together, you can get it done really fast. But a lot of players just sort of mooch about, players if they're playing a normal game. Okay, not too much longer now. You see the players are just sort of getting ready. Should be heading into the arena shortly. So yeah, just 1 minute now until our next game. I'll get the cameras changed over as soon as players start entering the arena. Yeah, they're just sort of gathering by the door at the moment. So the next game we're playing is an attack and defend. I'll just find out who's attacking first. Okay, so the red team will be attacking first. That's the blue armbands. The green teams will be defending. So we will see who's the faster bunch out of that lot. I did just see one of the players is holding a plunger for some reason. He has a... it's Noah, in fact. Hang on, let me change the cameras over. You'll be able to see. Seems to have a plunger on part of his kit. There he goes. Not sure what's going on there. The bottom left camera, you see he's trying to put that on there, on his kit again. Not really a melee weapon I've seen before in the arena, to be honest. We've had quite a few strange ones in here. Oh yeah, the reds are just getting ready to attack, which are the blue armbands. So the bottom right, bottom left camera. So here we go. We've got game on. We've got a sound delay on our cameras there for some reason. You say round start is pretty delayed. I'll have to figure that out. There's already 10 targets been taken though. You can see our scoreboard at the bottom of the screen. 11 targets now, 12, 13, heading up. There are 40 seconds in. Before we had quite a few more taken by the 30-second mark, so this isn't going to be one of our speedy runs unless they prove me wrong in the next 5 seconds. So no, they did not prove me wrong. We've got 6 targets remaining. Them to get. Looks like the greens have got it locked down. So we got the red first. Oh. Still got players pressing the spawn button. These spawn buttons don't actually do anything in this game, but it's good to see that they're pressing that button. Let's get into the habit of it. It is quite a strange concept to some of them, but I think most new players, like whenever I've played it in Airsoft site, I've never had to press a respawn button, but most of the players have got used to that, I think. They'll probably find it strange going back to other sites and not pressing a button. I assume more targets taken then. So we've got 4 more targets remaining. seems to have slowed right down. They don't seem to be pushing past the first half of the arena now. The greens have got them stuck. What they really need to do is push down one side. That's altogether. Teamwork is quite an important one in this one. Yeah, it's a good thing to know how many respawns you've got as well on your team, obviously. That is... it shows how much your team's getting shot. So it looks like some of the green players might already be out there. Oh no, they're back. They're back in. So they've been doing a good job at taking out the reds. None of the green players have run out of lives yet. So the green players have got limited lives. They have 2 lives each. Once they're out, they'll just sit down in their spawn or just hang around in their spawn. While the red team or the attacking team will take out the rest of their targets that they're looking for. 3 targets left now. They've taken one more, so they've had 17. There's 3 targets left. I'm not sure where they are. I can't see them on the cameras. Some of our cameras seem to think we're in the dark as well there. I think it's just a little bit dark today. The Marshall's got his new toy out as well. He doesn't shoot players with that. He's just, I think he's just playing with it while he's marshalling. That was a gun that was purchased from our shop, actually. Oh, there you go, 20 targets. That was over in literally a blink of an eye. Sudden change. They must have got 3 targets in quick succession there. So 4 minutes, 11 seconds for the red attackers. I'll just write that down. Let's see how fast the greens can do it. We'll keep the cameras rolling. I'll hide Dan's one, so let's see a bit of a... I'm going to the safe zone to reset the game, but the other guys should stay in the arena mostly, unless they need to quickly reload. But the greens will be attacking now, and the reds will be defending. That's quite a one of the average sort of times there. 4 minutes and 11 seconds that was. Not a bad time. This was like a respectable time. We've still the games are 10 minutes long still, so it's on the lower half of the game time. Someone waving at me there. I can't wave at you back, unfortunately. Just chatting to Dan there. He was just confirming the time, so yeah, it definitely was 4 minutes 11 seconds. They're about to start another round here. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what he was doing with his gun there, but here we go. The greens are on the attack now. Already 8 targets down in 7 seconds. That was pretty impressive. 10, 11. They've already cleared half the arena in half the time that the other, or less than half the time that the reds did there. 14 targets the last 6 always seem to be a bit of a stalemate. They're obviously the easier ones to defend. Oh, there you go. 4 more. This could be a fast run. 4 more targets.
You go for the.
So there's 1 more target left. That was very quick. They definitely, if they can get this last target, they're definitely beating the other team. But oh, there we go, and there they got it. 1 minute 20 seconds. That was a very fast time. Not quite the fastest time we got, but not far off, to be fair. So the Greens win, obviously there. Yeah, Dan just confirmed with me that the Greens definitely win. They were the faster team. I'll just put that in the chat as well there. Sorry about the commentary for that one. I had to sort out a customer who was asking for some mags, which we are getting back in stock next week. So if you're looking for any mid-caps or anything like that, we should have them in. So let's switch our cameras over to our break. We'll be back shortly. Yeah, it was pretty quick on the Greens. The Greens were super quick with that. They're much faster than the Reds there. Less than half their time. Which is good. I mean, the Reds still had respectful time though. Respectable time. They're 10-minute games, so they were on the better half of 10 minutes. So still decent. We need to set. I think we'll have a staff game at some point, and we'll see how fast we can do it. How fast the staff can do it, and then that'll be the time to beat. I think I might be sounding a bit big-headed there. But we'll see. I want to try to do some timed runs as well. We haven't quite set that up again yet, but well, I think it might be set up actually. I just don't think we've tried it. We'll have to try that when we do our staff evening. We do some tests for some games, test some strange ones out, see how they all work. Not sure when we'll get the time to do that though. But yeah, a few more minutes, and well, we'll give them a bit of a break. Might be like 5-10 minutes till the next game. So while you wait, why don't you come have a look on our website, see what we've got in stock. We've got lots of new things coming in stock next week as well, so keep an eye on our Facebook and everything for all the new stuff we've got coming in. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, even TikTok, which is a bit uncommon. I don't really use TikTok, but it's something that a lot of people do use now, so we're even on that. We try and get on everything. So yeah, you can keep an eye on what we've got coming in and what we've got in the works and things like that on our Facebook and well, all our social media. But yeah, a few more minutes and we'll be back with another game. Dan's just confirmed with me the next game, so we'll be playing Team Domination. This one's quite an interesting one. The aim of the game is to just take out as many targets that are your colour as you can. The respawns do also count in this game, so they will affect your score at the end. The more targets that your team takes out, the more points you'll get. You know, you want to take out more targets than the other team. So the targets will light up two colours. So they'll be red or green. Obviously, you just want to shoot your colour. It's slightly different from the previous target game that we played. You don't want you don't want the targets to stay your colour. You want to see less of your targets in the arena than you do the opposing team's colour. It means that you're shooting more of your targets than the enemy team. The spawns as well, so if the more your team respawns and presses that button, the more points you'll lose at the end of the game. So a couple minutes now and the players should be back in. They're just having a little break, getting some drinks and stuff like that, so bear with us a few more minutes and we'll be back. So it seems most of our players are back in our safe zone at the moment. Looks like they're getting ready for this next game. If you're just joining us, the next game we're playing is Team Domination. In Team Domination, the targets will light up either red or green. If you're on the red team, you want to shoot the red ones. If you're on the green team, you want to shoot the green ones. The more targets your team shoots, the more points you'll get. Respawns as well do affect your... Oh, give me 1 second. Okay, so Dan has just told me as well they want to turn the lights off. That's cool. So yeah, the respawns will also affect the score at the end of the game. So the more your team respawns, the more they will, more points they'll lose at the end of the game. They will be playing this one in the dark as well, so hopefully the players have got some torches and stuff like that. Otherwise they were going to struggle. This one's pretty good in the dark, to be fair, even if you don't have torches, because the target lights are quite prominent. They turn on and off. We had some targets that suddenly turned on and revealed where a player was the other day, which was quite interesting. I believe that was this game mode as well. But yeah, a few more minutes and we should be back. Let's get our cameras switched over to our arena cam. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. There we go. So should have GoPro back as well once Dan's in the arena. So here you can see it's quite dark now. The players will have to use their torches. It's incredibly dark in our arena. It's a lot darker than our old layout used to be, because we've boarded up the windows completely now. So the bare minimum of light comes in. Sounds like they've got some music playing as well up there now. So we'll see how that goes. Not quite sure what they're listening to. Waiting on one more player. He's just putting his gloves on. And Dan's got his torch as well. Okay, so all the players are now in the arena. Dan's just got to go reset the thing. I think he's just explaining the spawn buttons again to some of the players. Making sure they're all happy with the rules. Try and get some POV of Dan in this if we can. It'll be quite difficult though, because it'll be quite dark. You can still see Noah's little pink beanie standing out. Oh, you can't see it as pink from your view anyway. Okay, Dan's just given me an ETA of the game, so it's literally about to start. He's just going to press the start button now. Here we go. Here we go, got game on. Let's get Dan's cam on. It's really hard to keep track of the scoreboard on this game. It fluctuates so much where the players shoot so many different targets in quick succession. There's a lot of red. I can see that the players aren't shooting. Maybe they haven't quite grasped the concepts of this game. There's a couple greens. The greens are harder to see on the camera though, so it might be just that. Or Dan's in an area where there's no targets. I think it is actually just that. Yeah, he's just in the corner. So there's one target there. He's just going down our little side corridors in the side of the arena. There's a player there. You can barely see him. Still looks like majority red targets. There are a few little green glows, but from what I can see, it's all red so far. So it's not looking good for the Reds. You want to see less of your own colours in the arena in an ideal situation. The lighting looks very cool in the dark on the GoPro. Just switch over to that now. As he did that, as I switched over, he's gone into an area you can't really see much, but hopefully he moves into a more lit area. Doesn't seem to be. I thought that was a torch, but that was actually one of the respawn buttons. Here you go. Here's a quite well lit area. Looks really cool with the red lights. We are actually going to be adding some sort of black lights in there at some point soon, which will be cool. We just haven't got around to doing that just yet. That'll add some extra lighting in the dark too. And here we are. Sorry about that, I had to run into the shop quick. How's it looking? Hard to tell. I can't really. Dan's in a very dark area at the moment, so I can't really see what colours are there, and with the scores, it's a bit confusing. So I think the I'm not too sure. I think that means that the amount that they have available to shoot in the arena. There's 5 of each colour targets at the moment, but I'm not too sure because it just goes up and down. Again, more red. See lots of red in there, but that's pretty much all I can see. Almost 5 minutes into this one. Dan is like a beacon. It's like he's an NPC for on a game with a little like highlighted area there. You can go click on him. Get some quests from him. Lots of back and forth with the targets. Seems to be someone in pain in their spawn there. They must have been shot in the sensitive areas on the sides. You always seem to get shot in the areas that aren't covered. That's what I always found. I'm wearing like a set of goggles and a full face mask. As like a combo, I always get shot in the little tiny gap in between the mask and my goggles. Always, every time. Without fail. And then if I don't wear a full face, I don't get shot in the face. So that's always the way. Always strongly recommend wearing full face in CQB though, if you value your teeth. And obviously if you're under 18 you have to wear full face as a requirement. Just realised the music had stopped there as well, that's why it kind of felt a bit quiet. There's lots of moving around, but not so many targets being shot. I'm still unsure on how the scoreboard works on this one. It makes a lot more sense when the game's actually over, but while it's running, I'm not too sure. Because it currently says there's 0 green and 0 red and 10 green. But I can see red ones, so it obviously doesn't work in the way that I think it does. I'll have to ask Chris about that. He's the expert. Gameplay is definitely slowed in this game. I'm not sure if players grasp the concept. Seems to just be sort of shooting at each other and wandering around aimlessly. And screaming, apparently. And now gathering in their spawns. It's like Noah took a shot to the fingers there, unless he just had wiggly fingers. It's the worst place you can get shot. Well, apart from other areas, but second worst place you can get shot is definitely the fingers. For a guy, anyway. Okay, and that is game over. So the greens win, apparently. We'll see what the respawns were like. I think the greens just obviously took out more targets, but we'll see. I'll find out. It seems that way. They scored more points there at the end. I thought it was probably going to go to the greens. The majority of the targets I could see through Dan's eyes anyway were the red ones. So I'll find out what the score is from Dan respawn wise, and we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. So the greens had loads more respawns than the reds did. But the reds obviously just didn't take out their own targets. The greens had 35 respawns. And the reds had 15. But if you don't play the objective, you're not going to win the game, are you? So you need to actually play the objective and shoot the targets. The respawns can make all the difference in this, but if your team doesn't do the objective at all, then you're not going to get any points. So you really need to do that. You're just going to be in minus points. But yeah, we'll be back shortly. Gonna have a short break and then we'll have another round of team domination. Almost time for lunch as well, so this might be the last one before lunch. We might get one or two in before lunchtime, but we'll see how fast the players are at getting ready for the next game. So bear with us and we'll be back. just a couple more minutes now. Some of the players are in the shop getting a drink and stuff like that. So just bear with us. We might be about 5 minutes off from the next game. So while we wait, let us know what you think of the stream so far. If there's any improvements that you could think of, if there's anything that you particularly like or particularly don't like, let us know. Even if it's just like something about the stream. What do you think about the stream? What do you think we could change? What do you think we can improve on? Let us know. We're always open to improvements and new ideas. So yeah, 5 minutes till the next game roughly. So yeah, we'll be back soon. Alright, so players are just back in the arena now. Let's get the camera switched over for you guys. They are playing another round of team domination, I believe. I'll just double check that with Dan. Yes, yeah, so we are playing another round of team domination. In team domination, the players will need to find the targets that are their colours and shoot them. The more targets they shoot that are their own colours, the more points they'll get for their team. It is a strange sort of random system, so the targets can respawn anywhere in the arena. There can be between 2 and 20 targets active at one time. the respawns as well. So you'll notice where one of those players is just leaning up against on the wall now. So one of the where that player is standing, there's a little button on the wall there. That is our respawn counter. When the players respawn, they'll press that button, count to 5, then they're back in. That will just help tally the respawns basically at the end. It will also affect their score negatively, so the more they respawn, the more points they get taken off at the end of the game. It's all done automatically through our attack sense target system, which is a really cool system. I've not seen it used in any other arenas. I might be wrong there, but typically used for ranges rather than actual game. So just waiting on one player who's just having a little bit of a gun issue. He's just switched to a pistol. I know some players have probably run out of battery because I've got 3 batteries on charge down in our shop. We do also charge your batteries if you need them charged. We have a nice big multi-charger, so if you find yourself running short on battery, just let us know, we'll get them charged for you. We do also have power points in our arena, so that's the nice benefit of playing indoors. We've got plenty of power, loads of points next to where you set your kit up. You can bring your own chargers, charge your own batteries, all that sort of thing. So, one of the many benefits of having an indoor arena. Plus, we're all weathers as well. It's a horrible day today, and we've got a lovely, nice and dry inside. But the game's just about to start. Dan's just told me there. Here we go. Here's game. Bit of a slow start from the Reds there. They didn't seem to want to leave their spawn. It was the Reds. We'll see how this game goes. So sorry if you've missed my commentary here. I was just in the shop for a brief moment. How are we looking on the game? So it looks like it's majority green from what I can see. So maybe the Reds have made a little bit of a comeback this game. Maybe they've actually understood the game a little more. I don't think they hardly shot any targets last time. The Greens were proper on it, but the Reds I don't think shot many at all. It's very different colours in there currently. It was majority red. I will see. Only time will tell. So we have 5 minutes left, the halfway point of the game. Should be... I think the Reds have sort of lost their little touch again here. They shot a few targets there, but yeah, it looks like the Greens have got it. Still ahead. Still can't get over how cool the lighting looks in there, the red and the green. Can't wait to see what these black lights are that we thought about adding in there. That'd be really cool. And then even more so, I can't wait till we add the last camera we're looking to add onto there. We've got this 360 camera, Insta360, which will be on a zip line above all the players going across the arena. That'll be really cool. We just need to sort of suss out the technical sides of that, getting that onto the stream for you guys. The GoPro was hard enough figuring out, but we've sorted that. We just need to figure out how to do it on this other camera. It blows my mind, this little camera does, though. I don't understand how it works, but it's cool. Very cool. Anyone got any new plans on any new sort of riffs thereafter? Looks like our player was having another issue with his gun. Yeah. I'm currently looking for an MP5 A5, the one, the PDW version, specifically a SIMA or SEMA, either one. I want to convert it over to HBA and make it a disgusting little high-speed build, just to say that I have. Got some plans for that, but I just can't find one in stock at the moment. It's really hard to find them. I'm looking everywhere. If you didn't have a mega pint of wine, you'd be here last night. Ah. And there's someone else that supposedly had a mega pint of wine. That looks like that was the end of the game there. I must have missed that. So, let's just change over to our break camp. I'll just find out. So I think the Reds won that one. I will find out what the respawns were like. I'm not too sure on that. I had to keep looking in and out of the our little office here, our little comms room to sort things out in the shop. So I missed that ending. Yeah, I had quite a bit to drink last night, and I'm still here. So, what's your excuse there then? I think there's a player's just switched to his backup gun. He's just getting it chronoed now with Dan. I have a feeling he had too many issues with his first gun. It seems he's having issues with this one as well now. We'll see. I'm not only sitting down talking, I do have to keep running in and out of the shop to help out customers and things like that. So. I can tell you running is a struggle today. Cool, so Dan's just confirmed they're going to do one more game before lunch, and it will be a team deathmatch. We better get it in quick because we've only got 10 minutes left of this session, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, that's how I feel at the moment, to be honest. We'll see how they get on. It looks like they're still having gun issues in the arena. We'll try and get them in as fast as we can, but yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But just a team deathmatch in the dark, nothing simple, in a few minutes time.
Energy. Work on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water spring. You know I drip different, just the 7 C's. I deal with life different, make that limit squeeze. Went off for my style and identity. Better bounce back and get the cheddar cheese. I guess that's why they envy me. On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way hits bang like I'm Barry Bonds. Running through the money, but the money's long. I don't love it, but I need it, keep it coming on. Only friendly, me and friends, we don't get along. I put that on my name, that I put them on. I put myself on stage and say sing along. I might book a session, do 100 songs. I'ma let you hear them just to prove you wrong. On track, now we going way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Pray up. On track, now we going way up. Now we going way up. Now we going. On track, now we going way up. Now we going way up. Now we going.
Most of the players are ready. Let's just switch over to the cams there. That unmuted as well. Just one or two still having issues with their guns. It's always really important to get your gear sorted before you play. Otherwise, you get issues like this. I like to spend the evening before, or if not the evening before, like a day before, sorting out my my gear before I go. Forget the time. Always checking on everything, make sure everything's going to pass chrono and stuff like that. Good thing to own as well is your own chrono. We sell chronos. Encourage people to buy them. It's always good to know what your guns are running at, so you know that they'll definitely pass chrono when you get to site. Nothing worse than turning up thinking you know what your gun is at, and then lo and behold, it is not, and you don't get to use it. And you get very angry with whoever's chronoing and think they're chronoing it wrong, but 9 times out of 10 it is your gun. So I think we were just waiting on one of the slower players there. He was having gun issues and holding everyone up. I didn't want to change the cameras off because you can watch the players dance just like they're doing there. I was just communicating with Dan at what was going on. But it seems like it's resolved. All the players are now in the arena. They're going to be playing a team deathmatch in the dark just before lunch. They're going to hopefully get this done pretty quick. Then this will be our last game until after lunch. We will be back. And just told me we're starting now, so here we go. There we go, round starting. Yeah, there's been quite a lot of spawn dancing since As we've reopened, I've noticed. Maybe we just notice it more now that we've got cameras in the spawn areas. Here we go. A little bit of a slow start. Not much movement going on. This is going to be a sort of visual tell game. So far that's... I can't even see what colour they are. Let me just ask Dan which teams respawn in which end. Okay, so we've got the greens are just respawning on the bottom right camera there, and then the bottom left camera is the reds. So far it looks, I think the reds have respawned a little bit more, definitely now. From that player there just respawning. Looks like the greens, yep, there's another red player respawning and another one, so yeah, the greens are definitely taking the reds out in numbers. Even though you can't really see much movement, they must have a really good position sort of hiding in a good spot. And my money so far is on the reds. What do you guys think? Who do you think is going to win, the greens or the reds? You think the greens? We shall wait and see. Might have changed my mind now. I might be on the same sort of boat with you there. There's only been a couple of green respawns so far. It still looks like the greens are definitely respawning a bit less than the reds are, but the reds are taking their tactic of hiding in their spawn and not getting shot, I think. They were good at that in the first couple of rounds, if you remember, if you were here watching then. just had one of the, I think he's a red player, just gone back into the safe zone with gun issues. Let's see how that changes the... Oh, I think he might have taken a nasty shot, to be honest. He seems to be looking in the mirror. We got shot in the face. He isn't wearing a lower face mask, he's just got a balaclava on, so probably is not ideal. Do not recommend going without a full face. Full face is definitely always a recommended thing. Got 4 minutes left of this game as well now. What do you think is going to happen? The respawn seems to have slowed down a bit, but it does look like the reds are still respawning a bit more than the greens are. One of them is sitting on the floor with his gun in pieces by the looks of it. In the dark, not really ideal. Not the best tactic I've seen in the arena, to be fair.
Of my time.
3 minutes left of the game, and that player is still on the floor in his spawn with his gun in pieces. I don't think he's going to be playing the rest of this game. Hopefully he gets his guns fixed over lunch, back up and running, and then we'll hopefully get some more game time out of the guy there. I thought he had a Scorpion Evo, but it turns out the gun that he has is kind of like not a Scorpion Evo. It has a similar grip and like the handguard and the stock, but it's not quite an Evo. Very strange. Not seen one before. And then he's got some sort of strange AK thing as well, which is also broken. So I don't know what's going on with him there. Went up to 1.5 minutes left. I can smell the food cooking for their lunch. It's making me very hungry. We do offer a full CAF. We have like a full CAF service in our thing. If you book a full day, you get free food. It's included in the price. We do all sorts of foods like burgers, from burgers to roast dinners. We do chicken wings, chicken tenders, pies, everything. Bread pudding, if you're into that. Lots of cakes and stuff like that as well. Even fish and chips. On the 30-second mark now. Who do you think is going to win? I've got a feeling the Greens have won this one, but the last time I said that the Reds won because they hadn't left their spawn. So I guess if you don't leave your spawn, you're not going to get shot. That's a tactic there, but it's not a very interesting tactic. I wouldn't be doing that. So here's game over now. And the Reds win. I eat my words. Oh no, wait, no, ignore me. That is that's just the game type win there, but we don't use the targets in this game, so we'll see who wins on respawns in a few moments. I'll switch over to break screen, and then I'll let you know. So it was a fairly close game. The green team did win, but they had, I think it was 21 respawns, and the Reds had 28. So it's not too bad, not too sad there. But we are stopping for lunch now, so if you want to watch more, we will be back just after 2 o'clock with the next lot of players that are turning up, and the rest of these guys, because these guys are booked in for the full day. We will be back shortly. But yeah, so enjoy your lunch break. Remember to follow us on all the social media for all our streams and everything as well. If you are just catching us at the end of the stream, you can watch it back. It's all recorded. It's all posted onto YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. So if you miss something, have a look there. If you want to go back to look on the stream, if there was any bits that you wanted to rewatch, that's all there for you to rewatch. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back.